Timothy Bloom. Um, Music in schools is like very, very, very important. I think it really allows the child or the student to really focus, in school. If you take that element out, that's the only element in school that people like, kids like really like adapt to and can, relate to. And plus it's like mentally, it's it's out of this world for the mind. All the configuring and the colors that it brings. And like I remember when I was growing up, you know, I took music theory and I kind of shunned it, but I didn't because I was already knowledgeable of music theory and what it had to bring or to offer, and I sat in class, and my whole thing in the classroom, I always wanted the girls to know that I was a musician, so I kind of like played that role or whatever. Um, but it's very important, for music to stay in school. Like it's very important. It just brings another element of learning, so that the student can continue to broaden their horizons. It's just a broad thing. Um, the Any advice that I would give to a student that is in school, you know, I would just say like continue to learn it. Like we if I would have known that I could practice 8 hours a day, because my parents hated when I played the piano like all day. So I would wait till they go to sleep, and I'll turn all the lights out, and I'll just play in the dark, and everybody will sleep. But if you have that moment just to pick up an instrument, like, and you desire it, play it, play it. Just if it's just for a couple hours, I know I always hear people that are of age now, adults, they would say, "Oh, I used to play the trumpet, but I don't play anymore." Why? Because I don't know if they just got tired of it, or it wasn't that niche for them. But I think it's very important to continue the study of it, because it just takes your mentality to a totally different place, as it did mine. And my perspective of life and living. It's just an element. It's an element for life. It's a great element, and that would be the advice that I would want to bring to the youth. You know, Let that be your nucleus. And everything else sprouts out.